part. These are just backing up the scriptures. But this is the actual truth of the history that's going on.
This is Council for Relations.org, right? It said Iran's support against Israel bolsters Hamas. Iran has greeted the attack by Palestinian militant forces on Israel and with its backing of Hamas and Hezbollah has been working to coordinate pressure on Israel, threatening further escalation of the shadow war between the two countries. So there you go. Israel, it's like Iran, Persia. That's a main country that's about to start this World War III. Ezekiel 38th chapter gets into it. So I can see him linking that to Iran. Because at least wants to set up the central bank up in Iran too.
And if we remember back in the early 2000s when W. Bush, he said Afghanistan has got weapons of mass destruction. How the fuck you end up there, Palestine? Not Palestine.
Iraq happened.
No, but what was the other one in between? It started repeating Pakistan. Afghanistan, Pakistan, then you end up in Iraq. How you end up way over there? They had shit to do with nothing going on. But they ended up way over there. They're going to use the same thing. They're going to use this to end up where they really want to get to.
Well, they accused Iraq of sponsoring terrorists.
Right.
So that was the excuse.
They're going to find them.
They linked them to terrorists.
Yep.
It was all just made up.
So they killed, what was the guy's name?
Saddam
Hussein. So they killed Hussein, but then they didn't find no weapons,
That was just made up.
But they've always used, the United States has always used propaganda to enter into wars.
Yep.
Remember they said, I forgot who it was, they said they killed their own people with chemical weapons. Syria. Yeah.
Right.
Al-Assad.
We got to go on there and set it right.
Chemical attack on the own people.
Yeah, imagine that, bro.
How's it go? It's in the pocket, it said if you, I think it's Sirach 10. Is it 10 or 12? 14. If there should be a trouble, you should find them there first.
Sirach 12.
Sirach 12.
Yep. Be found in adversity.
Yeah, adversity is the word. Yep, and that's how you know it be them. They're the first to be in there as soon as something go on.
Willing to give you a loan to rebuild.
Yeah, they got all the construction.
They got all the construction companies, to give you loans to help rebuild. But before that, they got Raytheon and Lockheed Martin giving you the weapons to fight these wars.
17, yeah.
These devils is always playing both sides of the fence.
But they really don't have any loyalty to nobody. That's basically, there's no honor among thieves.
Yep.
If you out for yourself, you gonna play both sides. That's how he's this devil, and he's very calculated in his snake ways. He'll make it seem like there's peaceful relations and we can work these out and have these negotiations, and turn around and go to war with you. Stab you right in the back. Yeah. His words were smoother than butter, but yet
war was in his heart,
man.
But this said, Sirach chapter 10, number 12. I'll start at verse 15. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaks sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit and snare you and trap you, right? He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
This nigga Esau, he caused the adversity.
Yeah.
He causes fucking earthquakes. Yep. In certain parts of the land if you want.
Yep. And he's already, look, the planes in the air, as it's still shaking with the aid and shit, he shows up.
Smiling.
You know, ready. As soon as it's over, he shows up. I got you.
I got to pray that. This is Proverbs 26 and 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart.
Hey, the one of the things, and the Father read up in this Sirach 12, you can't ever trust this damn devil. He that is evil unto himself, to whom will he be good? If he don't treat his own people right and fair, how could anybody else expect to be treated right and fair in the earth?
Right.
You know?
I'm finished this.
He's so covetous to his own detriment.
Yeah.
That's what the same chapter you quoted that where it says he that's evil to himself, to whom will he be good. What that means is a man that is so covetous, he don't care that he'll even cause some type of self sabotage in order to get it.
Yeah.
Right.
So if he's like that, you think he's gonna be good to anybody else?
Right.
No. That's just how they are. They're that bloodthirsty, man.
Yeah.
Blood is nothing in his. I think it says that his blood is nothing in his sight.
Yeah.
He would not be satisfied with
Good
blood.
Yeah.
Right? It ain't like going back to y'all talking about like Iraq and Saddam Hussein and these different countries. They already had it outlined what Middle Eastern country they want to put a stop to. He said there were 7 countries that we're aiming for, and 5 of them we already didn't.
Was that
we didn't
Hillary?
work on.
Who was that was saying that?
No, it was he was the general Wesley Clark.
Yeah.
When he said Iraq was the last one.
No, Iran was. Matter of fact, let me get it.
Iran is the last one. Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the 2 that they hadn't gotten.
Iran, yeah. I'm thinking of.
As a matter of fact, somebody get apple fruit too.
Yep.
Let me finish this real quick. Verse 26, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation.
He's going to be exposed.
Yep.
Right? Here it is. It says, this is from China Daily. It says, counting the cost of war on terror. This was published in 2021. It says, 20 years ago, following the events of 9/11, former U.S. President George W. Bush declared a war on terror. Since then, the United States and its allies have launched several wars around the world. According to the former general of the U.S. Army, Wesley Clark, the military strategy after 9/11 sought to take out 7 countries in 5 years. Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Libya. They already took out Iraq. They've been working on Syria, but Russia been in the way. So they can't take out Assad because Russia been there protecting them.
Russia's protecting Libya too, also, right?
Yeah. But that's funny because when Obama was still in, they took out Gaddafi.
Thinking it was
So that was a way for them to try to, take down Libya. But that was because you had Medvedev that was over Russia at the time. Putin wasn't in yet.
Yeah.
Had Putin been there,
Nope.
it would have went down like that.
Putin ain't no pushover.
No, he not. But Libya is one of those countries. Plus, we know that Libya is also I think an OPEC, one of the OPEC countries as well. They produce a lot of oil. Produce oil, right? And it says Somalia, that's part of Kush.
Yeah.
Sudan, part of Kush. And finishing it off with Iran. And those last few countries, Russia has to be a guard unto, according to Ezekiel 38.
You said that was a 5-year plan from 2011? No, 2001?
Yeah.
Hey, you see, Esau, he sets up these plans at certain dates, and he set certain plans at certain dates, trying to reach that certain goal by a particular date. It don't come to fruition.
Right.
Because it's all the Lord.
21, it's all up there to the Most High.
Yeah, like his 2030 plans.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't know what the fuck is gonna happen between now and 2030. We could be out of here. This place could by the end of next year. This place could be destroyed.
Yeah.
By the end of this year, they could be making the MOTV mandatory.
Yeah.
That's why the watchmen stay on our watch and get this warning unto the Israelites, man. To really the elect.
Quick scripture, Psalms 33:10, the Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. The counsel of the Lord standeth forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations. You know, so that plan failed because Iran is still strong. All right. And some of those other countries that they wanted to take down, they've been under the guardianship of Russia. They've been doing trade with Russia. And also China's in the mix too.
You know, I'm looking at this.
So it's going to be even harder for them to take them out now that they're formalizing through BRICS.
Yep.
They're all becoming allies amongst each other. And they're finding out that they got one common enemy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And this is pretty much a counter to NATO.
Yeah.
NATO was about keeping
Russia.
The Soviet Union
USSR
from expanding in power. Well, now the response to them for all their bullying in the earth was, well, okay, we're gonna formalize BRICS.
You got people.
And just like if any attack on one of your countries is an attack on all, well, if you attack one of the BRICS formalizing nations, you're fucking with our money.
Yeah.
So that's an act of war against us too.
Absolutely.
You got multiple nations that are lining up with applications trying to get in the BRICS.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know.
Economy strong over there, square deals.
They dealing with a different type of currency, whether the yuan, which is backed by gold. You know, they're encouraging all their the members to stop using the dollar. You know, so they have a ultimate plan to put these devils under. Mainly America. So America's what's really holding up the EU and the NATO.
Hey, but even America's allies.
Oh yeah, they're gonna see the right of the wall too.
They're already under behind closed doors. They're already making plans to turn on America. You know? Well, you know what? This is not gonna work out for us. Every fucking time America goes into another country, every time America gets in someone's business, we're being fucked over.
America's that scapegoat, man. So everybody, I'm almost fine.
No, go ahead, bro.
No.
Go ahead.
Now I was just gonna throw in that America's that scapegoat that everybody can point the finger at and blame for everything. So when they destroy America, guess when the elites will allow America to be destroyed? If it were up to them, they would allow America to be destroyed once their new NWO is fully set in order. That they got the whole world in a clutch of their fist at that point. They wouldn't care at that point. But they need that bully to help implement all the wrong things or the things that they need to establish their power forever. I was gonna say this also when you start naming those countries, as I was thinking it, this is why the apostles say you gotta know geography and all of that as well. Somalia is in the Gulf over there of Aden and the entrance to the Red Sea. Eritrea, Ethiopia is right there. Sudan, Egypt, Yemen, Saudi Arabia, lead right up to the peninsula.
None of them like the state of Israel.
They would put hell on the Yemenites. Yeah.
And that's the point though. So that's the entrance to a major trade route. And then Iran has the other major trade route that goes into the Gulf of Persia, the Gulf of Oman, that gets them right into the inner parts of those countries. Where Iran is at, I mean I can't show the map, but it leads to Afghanistan, all of them countries right over there, lead up to Russia.
Ezekiel 38, first verse, I'm going to read down.
Yep.
And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. I'll break it down.
Oh, the south side. Yeah. The Gog and Magog is that is basically the land of where Russia is occupied now. So it's speaking of the land and the people that occupy that land in modern times when the prophecy comes to pass.
Gog and Magog, the Medes.
Yep.
The land of Magog.
That's why we used to say this all the time. It was a spirit house